Good morning, second class. I am your computer teacher, Mrs. Sunidhi. Today, we are going to study first chapter of your syllabus, that is lesson number 1, Computer and Electronic Device. I am going to cover this chapter into two parts. Let's start with part 1. Open page number 3 of your textbook. I know that you all have already studied about computer in class 1. But now that you are all in a new class, you will learn some more interesting things about computer. I hope that everyone knows what is computer. There is a picture of computer and you can read the definition written above. A computer is an electronic device that takes instructions, that is input, process it and gives the result, that is output. Computer is an electronic device. Why it is an electronic device? Because it works on electricity. Now, you can see the picture on your screen. One thing more, that it also works very fast. And it can do millions of tasks for us. Just see the picture on your screen. It shows that computer can do many things like calculations, playing videos, music, games, drawings, etc. Same as written in your books. Next is computer is categorized into two parts, that is hardware and software. Now what is hardware? You can read the definition written over here. Hardware is physical parts attached to a computer. All the physical parts that are attached to a computer are called hardware. We can touch and feel it. Examples: mouse, keyboard, monitor. Like you can see the picture of mouse and keyboard. If I ask you, can you touch the mouse? Yes, you can touch the mouse. Can you touch keyboard? Yes, you can touch the keyboard. Next is software. Software is a set of instructions. Software is a set of instructions that tells a computer how to do a particular task. We cannot touch and feel it. Examples: MS Paint, MS Word, etc. You all have already seen that icon of MS Paint on your computer screen. If I ask you just go inside the computer and touch that icon, can you able to do that? No, we cannot do that. Why? Because it's a software. Next is man versus computer. It's on the next page, page number 4. Now what it says, can you see the picture of computer is here? Computer is there and there is one boy and one girl. Boy and girl are talking to computer. What they are talking, computer says, "Hi friends, you know that a computer can do many things. It is used in each and every area of your life. It has made life very fast and easy. Therefore, it can be better than you, man." Now boy replies, "But how can it be possible? Man has made computer. Then how can a computer be better than a man?" Then girl standing over there, she says, "Computer only works according to the instructions given by human. Without man, computer is a dumb machine." Then again computer, "But still, I, the computer, am better than you, man. Let's have a comparison." Now on the next page, you can see the comparison between man and the computer. There is a box, one side computer, one side man. Human versus computer. Let's have a look what are the things man can do and what are the things that computer can do. Computer. A computer works very fast. Man works slower than computer. We all know that computer works very fast. Like for example, if I give you to calculate 2 plus 2, probably you do it within a second. But if I give you a big digit like 1,20,000 or plus 3,50,000, you will take some time. But computer works very fast. A computer doesn't make any mistakes. A man can make mistakes. A computer doesn't get tired. A man gets tired after some time. If you work on computer for the whole day, keep on working on it, computer never asks for a tea break or for anything because it never gets tired. A computer doesn't have feelings. A man has feelings. If anyone hits a computer, computer never cries. But if someone hits you, you might cry. Because a man have feelings, but computer does not have any feeling. Computer need electricity to work. As we all already know that computer need electricity to work. But man, do we need electricity to work? No, we doesn't need electricity to work. Computer cannot take his own decisions. If computer is there in your computer, will it switch it on by itself? No. But man can take its own decisions. Next is, computer can remember many things and never forgets them. A man can remember things and can even forget them after some time. Now next is working of a computer on the same page, page number 5. Let's read the paragraph first. A computer is a machine that works very fast, but it cannot work on its own. Some data have to be fed into it. It will process that data and as a result, it will give relevant information. We all know that computer work very fast, but it cannot work on its own. So we have to give some instructions, that is some data to the computer so that it can process it and give us the information. Now, what is data and information? Data is a collection of raw, unorganized facts and figures that include words, numbers, sounds, images, etc. And information is a meaningful and organized form of data. Let's see the example on the data side. Class 3A, roll number 8, rupees 5,000, Rahul, etc. There are words, there are numbers, but we are not getting a clear picture from this example, what it exactly wants to say. Now, on the information side, just check out the example. Rahul is in class 3. Rahul's roll number is 8. He is in section A. Now we are getting the clear thing that Rahul is a boy who is studying in class 3, whose roll number is 8 and his section is A. So data is a raw collection of facts and figure, and information is a meaningful, or we can say processed form of data. If we process the data, that is known as information, and raw facts are known as data. Now take out page number 6. How does a computer work? How does a computer work? Now we will understand the working of computer. It works on very simple principle, that is input, process and output. It is also called IPO cycle. Look at this picture on the screen. Input, then process, then output. It is also called IPO cycle. I for input, P for process and O for output. Input is our data, working on input is our processing, output is our information. Now in your book on page number 6, you can see a very simple example is given. Suppose if you have oranges but you want orange juice, what will you do? You put the oranges in the juicer, switch it on, then you will get the juice. So here oranges are the input, working, that is juicer making the juice, is process, and juice is an output. Another example on page number 7, grilling a bread. That is also like orange juice. You have bread, but you want toast. So what you will do, you put the bread in the toaster, switch it on, toaster work on it, and then gives you a toast. So here bread is an input, toaster while working is processing, and when you get the toast, that is an output. Next is adding two numbers. Can you see? Adding two numbers on a computer. Now look. Suppose I want to add two numbers, 2, 2 plus. That is my input. What I want two numbers. I have two numbers, that is 2 and 2. What I want to do with these two numbers, I want to sum them up. So that is our input. That is our input and that is our data. Now, what will computer do? Computer will start working on it, arrange them and start working on it, and that is our process. And finally, when we get the result, that is our information. So this is an example of adding two numbers. This example is same which is given in your book, but the only difference is I have done with 2 plus 2, taking two numbers, 2 and 2. In books they have taken 4 and 5. So it's very easy. You can easily do it. Now there are some points written here. The first one is, when we enter data into the computer, it accepts the data as input. Means whatever we gives to the computer, it accepts it as an input. The computer processes the data, then the computer start working on that data which we given to the computer. It start working on it, that is our processing, and change it into information. Third point, after processing, the computer shows the final result as an output, or final result as an output to the user. Now down also there is a very again there is an example of adding two numbers. Now with the help of keyboard we can write 6 plus, that is our input, that is data, which is then the computer is processing that data, working on it, then provides the information, that is output to the user. And you can see there is a picture of computer. You can read this line. So friends, this is how a computer works, and this is known as IPO cycle. It's very important. IPO, input, process and output. Now children, we are left with advantages and disadvantages, book exercise, question answers, extra question answers. And this we will continue in part 2.